Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm on a little rant this morning. I sent away from AB for a battery for my strimmer. It's a Bosch Strimmer. This was the battery, my old battery. And you'll note it has 4 little metal contacts down here for where it goes onto the charger. This is my charger. It's in the same, that's where the contacts go on the charger. Well, I looked on Amazon first. This was probably over a week ago, and I couldn't find the original battery, not at a price I was willing to pay. Something like nearly £60 and more than that for a battery. You know, I think that's just disgusting, that. And then I came across this one. It's everything that this one says. It's however, all 18 volt, 1.5 AH, and it has even said it was for the model of the strimmer that I have. Only what they didn't tell you when you bought this, that the charger has changed. I paid $24.99 I think for this, which I thought was, you know, a lot better than the I thought it must have just updated the battery. Of course, when it came, it hasn't got those 4 little contacts on there. This is where you put the charger part goes in here. And this is the same part that goes onto the strimmer. It works great on my strimmer. I put it in the strimmer and I just clicked just the once on it to make sure it was okay, that it was working. I thought, well, it's no good for my charger. It won't charge on the charger. This hasn't got those little contacts there. So I started looking on the internet to see how much the charger was and that, and I couldn't really make up. I saw plenty chargers, but they were all different. This one says 1.5 AH. They were all different. They were all 2.5 and 4, and I hadn't a clue which one, you know, whether this would be okay on one of those, because I had just bought a new charger for it. It's a new battery. So the person that the place that I bought it from, I've sent them umpteen messages. I wasn't asking to send it back to them. I explained to them what had happened, and that if they could tell me which battery charger would work on it, I would probably buy the battery charger off them as well, and they just never got in touch with me. So I'm left with that. I could get onto Amazon and probably send it back, but I thought if I can get a charger for it, I'd rather just have that one. And so I looked on AB to see if there was any batteries the same as the one. This is actually the one. I did see a one, and they wanted $19.99 for it, or nearest offer. So I thought, oh well, I'll pay that, you know, and I might even get a charger for the other one, so I'd have 2 batteries then anyway. So I made them an offer because they wanted £4.05 postage. So I made them an offer of £16. I thought, well, that's getting the £4 off the price of the battery. And it did say it was used. And I thought, well, you know, somebody's selling a battery. So I made an offer and they accepted the offer. And I paid for it, and it came today. And it's no bloody earthly use. It's as dead as the one that I've already got. And there was nothing on the information that said anything about it. And then when I looked at the information, it's not returnable. But I've complained, I put a complaint into AB because it's not fit for purpose. Even though it said used, it should still be, I should still be able to use this. And it's just completely dead and I am just foaming. So I've sent to AB and I'm asking for my money back to see whether there's anything that can be done. So I've got to wait for an answer for that. And I think that's awful if you're selling something like that on eBay. I know it's second hand, but you expect it to work. I tried it in the in my Strimmer, just in case my battery charger was up the creek. But it just didn't, it's just dead, it's just absolutely nothing. So that's not so much good luck. I'm really annoyed. But anyway, I've been doing a little bit more knitting. You have a look at this. I've got the V-neck on the sweater. I've finished the front. I've just started on the sleeve. I'm going down my granddaughter's this afternoon. I'll probably take it with me. Whether I get any done or not is a different matter, like. But so that's the sweater. Apart from I've got to put the neck on. I'll have to put the neck on this before I can sew the sleeves on, because I have to sew up one shoulder and then pick all the stitches up from the back of the neck and go down one side, and then pick that one stitch I've got, that's for the centre of the V that I've got on a safety pin, and up the other side. So I'll do the neck all in one, all across there, down there, and up the other side. And then I'll be able to stitch the other shoulder up and put the sleeves on when I get them knitted. So I'm quite happy I'm getting on with that. I finished that off last night after I came back from my bingo. It was my bingo night last night. Not much luck. Didn't get even a quarter of what it cost us. I won a line, my friend won a line, and 2 lines. We play 1 line, 2 lines and a full house. I won 1 line, my friend won 1 line and 2 lines. But there was only half a dozen of us there that actually went there, and one of the fellas in the pub joined in. He was playing and couldn't get anywhere near with the player cards right, and then we were going to come home. We'd finished, normally, have a few games and then that's it. And I usually pick my friend up when we go there, but one of the other girls usually takes her home. It's to save me all the having to go all the way back, and then because I have to go to where she lives and then come back again to come back where I live. But the other girls decided they were going to stay on because they had been winning all the money, so they had plenty of money to play some more bingo. And I said to my friend, I think we've spent enough. I says, I'm not playing any more bingo. Well, Luke's not in tonight. So she says, well, what am I going to do? She says, I'll have to wait here until they're finished, because you don't take us home, and I says, all right, I'll take you home, Anne, don't worry. So I took Anne home. It took me an hour to get home. When I came back onto the A1 from where my friend lives, the diversions were on again. I had to go all a long way around to get home. So I left 8:30 and I didn't get home until 9:30, so that annoyed me as well. But anyway, I had a little bit of time. I sat down, I made myself a drink and sat down with this and finished off the, I think I only had half of the side, one of the sides to do to finish it off. And then I'm going to have a little bit fun picking the stitches up, because the stitches are all, with it being a pattern, they're all, there's like knit and purl stitches all the way up the side. So I'm going to have to be careful when I pick the stitches up for the V-neck, but I'll get that done, no bother. Be probably back when I get back home tonight from my granddaughter's. I haven't done anything in my garden today. The sun's starting to shine now. It's not so bad now, but we haven't had any of the weather that a lot of other places down south are going to have with the rain and thunderstorms. And we were forecast for rain up here, which I was hoping we were going to get to water my garden. But we haven't had any. It looks like I'm going to have to get the hose out because I'm sick of going backwards and forwards. I've got that much planted now, going backwards and forwards into the house with a watering can to keep filling it up. So I think I'm going to have to get my hose out. And it's one of those I've got it round on a roller thing, and I've got to keep pulling it out and attaching it to the tap and stop it flying off the tap and the water flying all over the place. So when I had to have a rest after all the work I had been doing, because my back just doesn't stand up to all the bending up and down and all that. So I had a bit of a rest, so I'll probably get on tomorrow with a bit more. There's a bit more garden I want to dig over that I can put some more peas in, because I still have got a lot of peas left, and I do use quite a lot of peas. I put them in there when I pick them when they're ready. I keep them in my freezer, and they usually last me the whole year, the number of peas that I get off. I keep a lot of them to dry them for the next year as well. So I'll be going down my granddaughter soon, so that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll tell you about any other rant, and I'll let you know what happens with AB. Be never ever buying anything second hand again. That's the last thing I'm ever going to buy. It's the first thing I've ever bought off AB, made a bid for. That's second hand, and I will never be buying anything like that again.